Alright gang, it's me, Billy the Knotty Professor, and we're going to attempt this knot today. It is called the Never Forget Me knot because it looks like an elephant, and elephant knot was already taken. This is a very hungry knot, so if you have access to a tie for big and tall men, a long tie, that's what I recommend. And it's not the easiest tie in the world either. So I'm going to take this down and I'm going to try to show you how to do it. And hopefully you can do better than me at it, because I've done it a couple of times and I have a hard time with it, I gotta be honest. So give it a shot. Tell me what you think down below. Like, comment, and especially subscribe. I try to put out as many new knots as I can, most of which I hope will be of my own design. So let me take this down, pause for a second. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Alright, so the tie is ready. I've got collar flipped up, which is recommended for tying a tie. The tip of the blade, the big end of the tie, the fatter end, is right about belly button level. And the tail is much, much longer. Again, I highly recommend a tie that is long, if at all possible, because this is a very hungry knot. If you don't use one, I hope you're wearing a vest, because this is going to be a really short tie on you, especially even if you're a little guy like me. This could end up being short, so if it does, I recommend wearing a jacket or a vest so that it's not as noticeable, and don't open it up. Anyway, here we go. So, again, the point of the blade is right at my belly button, and I'm going to do my little dimple here and bring it to the center. The tail goes over the top and up through the middle, down the other side, around the back, and up and through the middle again, down to the other side. Alright, right here is where we start doing some pretty intricate stuff. First, a fold right there that creates 90 degree here, 45 degree here. If you're not a math genius, just do the best you can. I'm not a math genius. So once you do it this way, you're going to do it again back upwards so that it creates a little point right there. See that? And then this part, while you're holding this tight, goes through the other side, very, very much like the habit knot that I posted. Put your finger in this little cone shape right here, tighten her up. Alright, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Be sure not to mess that side up while you're doing it. It's hard to do. That's why this is one of the hardest knots I've ever made up. So I've got my little point here, and I'm tucking it back down through the middle while I'm trying to hold everything else in place. Alright, finger in the cone shape right here and tighten it up without losing the other one. Okay, so we have our wonderful ears there, elephant ears. While you're holding on to that, circle it around the front. And your tie is backwards at this point, but it don't matter because an elephant's supposed to be wrinkled anyway, right? So around the front, up through the middle. And while hopefully not losing these ears, send that right down the front of the tie. You'll be able to tighten that up momentarily, but not just yet, because you're going to need a little leeway to work with. Alright, we're going to fold our tie in half with the smooth edge facing forward. Circle it around the back, still fold it all the way to the tip, and then feed it back up through the front of the tie. Now you got a little bit of tie left to work with here, that point sticking up. Be sure everything is tightened up at this point. Pull on that one that went down through the center to tighten up this part, and pull on your tusks to tighten that up. Now this extra here, once you get everything all tight, just kind of drag that back down to where it's invisible. That way you get the full long tusk effect right there. See where I'm doing that? Cinch that up to your neck. Hold those ears while you fold your collar down. And by the way, of course you guys know this if you've been watching the videos long enough, if I'm going too fast for you, there's this cool little thing called pause. That way you can catch up if I get ahead. So let's fix our ears, do some straightening. Any more tightening needs to be done? And there you have it. The prolific pachyderm, or as I prefer to call it, the never forget me not. So hopefully you like this. It's a really tough knot to tie. The more I do it, the better I get, I hope. So let me know what you think again down below. Like, comment, and please do subscribe. If you know anyone that has to wear a tie to work every day, you might as well make it interesting. It can be a conversation starter. In the business I'm in the hotel business, having something to connect with the guests about is a very cool thing. So as always, if you have to be naughty, use a tie. Have some fun. Later. I'll catch you next time. This is the Knotty Professor signing off.